Alright, YouTube, another day. Got the ghetto guitar sitting over there. Yeah, got the ghetto guitar sitting over there. Anyhow, I wanted to go over what kind of raspberry plant I have down here, right? So, all of these raspberries come from Wisconsin. They're some kind of unidentified heirloom that I've had in the family for, well, my entire life. So I wanted to show all of this new growth down here. All of these are primo canes. Right, I got this one floor cane here. This is another primo cane. This big one here. All right. I wanted to go over how I know that these raspberries, all of the ones I have down here, how they are ever-bearing, right? And I know they're ever-bearing because I have a new fruit developing right here, but I've already gotten fruits from them this year, right? None of the fruits held because of the transport to a completely new environment, new ecosystem, elevation. Everything was completely new, so none of the fruits survived. But when you're getting 2 crops a year from raspberries, that means they're ever-bearing. So going forward, if I want to maximize my fruit production, I can either I can go through certain patches, right? And I can, on certain patches, do an experiment where I cut down all of the floricanes in the early spring, late winter, right? And what that'll do is that'll tell the plant to put all of its energies and all of its production into new primo canes, right? First year canes. And those first year canes, I'm almost positive, will bear fruit. Again, these guys haven't here, but these have gone through some serious trauma this year. So that's something I could do. For now, for these next couple years, I'm just going to let all of my raspberries grow wild. All of my blackberries, all my blueberries, they're all going to be growing wild. And that's so I can get more suckers and get more plants growing. If you got any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Seeing if I got any of this wrong with these primo canes and these floor canes and blah blah blah. I'd be interested to hear what other people have to say about raspberry cultivation. Alright, here's the grove where I have some other raspberries planted. You can see this tree here is all just brown and dead and it's not making it. It's not making it. So this is going to have to come down. Thinking about planting a nice big oak tree here. I think I'll be ordering some oak saplings next season. So planting it somewhere over in there, in between this pine here, that pine there, and where this pine is standing now. Having a nice big oak, I think, will add to the landscape. I'd like to get some more deciduous trees out here. I love the conifers. They smell just gorgeous, but it's time for some deciduous plants out here. Anyhow, looking at all these raspberries, they are doing great. Absolutely great. Look at these guys. Absolutely great. I'm not seeing any new suckers come up. Not seeing any new suckers of raspberry come up in any of these patches. Yeah, haven't really seen any, but that's okay. That's okay. There's a whole bunch of plants growing here, I'll get suckers next year. And these potatoes, wow, 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 these potatoes are doing great. They are doing great. I'll be sure to show off the harvest I get. Yep. Those are the purple potatoes. I'm pretty sure those came from Michigan. Alright. So, here I have a blueberry plant. This is the same one that was getting attacked by the animals, and as you can see, I'm getting a whole bunch of new leaves growing on this guy. So I'm not worried about even in the slightest. I've never grown blueberries before. I know they're supposed to like acidic soil or blah blah blah, but yeah, I'm not doing pH testing out here. I'm not putting in any kind of special amendments right now. I'm not doing anything, right? I fertilized with elk crap. I mulched with straw, pine duff, juniper duff, and big sticks and bark, right? And these things are doing just fine. Just fine. This guy over here is another blueberry, different variety. The leaves are looking great. I got some new leaves coming in down there. So I know that the roots are growing. If I got new leaves, I know I got new roots. Not worried about this guy, even in the slightest. This guy right here is my blackberry. I'm not too sure how well this guy's gonna hold up and come back next summer. What my goal is with this guy is to get him trained next year is more of a bush than this branching vine that I got here, right? He's putting on a whole bunch of new growths down here. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm no blackberry expert, so I'm hoping that a bunch more canes and suckers start coming up around here. I haven't seen any this year though, so hopefully that comes in next year. One thing I do know is a rabbit came by and chewed the top off this blackberry, right? And so what that did is that encouraged growth. I don't know how well it shows up. Let me put this down. I got growth encouraged all on these nodules, right? So, not exactly what I wanted, but it is what it is. I know that cutting off the tip, tipping blackberries is a way to get good berry production. We'll see what happens this year. Either way, next year I plan on purchasing more blackberries and really expanding the patch, because one plant is just not good enough. Not for me. Alright, little update on the cherry tree. You can see he's all crooked. I'm not worried about that. He'll straighten himself out. Yeah, I'm not too much to update on the cherry tree. He's doing okay. A lot of green leaves. Yeah. I'll have to start watering him soon here, just because I haven't been getting a lot of rain. Yeah, it's the monsoon season. Everything around me is nice and green and lush, but I think it's going to stop raining pretty soon here. I think the rains are pretty much what we're going to get for the year, so moving forward I'm going to have to rain this guy, or water this guy. Yeah. Here's my asparagus patch. Doing amazing. The other day I came down here to check up on things, and I seen a big mushroom growing right around in here. And I got it on my phone. If I'm able to edit it into the video, I'll edit it into the video so you can see. But yeah, all of these asparagus are doing just great. Just great. I'm not sure how many more are going to come up, but yeah, this whole patch has really healthy soil. I can dig down just a little bit, and it's nice and cool and moist. So I'm not too worried about these guys going through a little bit of a dry spell out here. I'll give them water here and there. I'm not going to water these guys every day. Yeah, they're going to start to adapt to this a little bit more dry climate that we have now. And here we have the mulberry tree. This, I'm starting to think mulberry is, I've read and heard so much about how these are great trees to have, and this guy's hardy. This guy's hardy. For those of you who have been watching, you'll remember all the leaves look dead and shriveled up like that for a while, but wow. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. This has truly taken off. The raspberries next to it, doing great. I planted these guys as companion plants, right? The idea is that they'll all work together and all help each other and sing kumbaya. I'm sure that they're not hurting each other. Yeah. I got a bunch of weeds growing in here. Maybe you're thinking, oh, Mr. Nick, you got to pick the weeds. They're competing for nutrients. To an extent, yes, they are. I'm not worried about the mulberry competing for nutrients because mulberry roots go deep. These raspberries I'm not worried about because they are very, very hardy. You have to try to kill these things. So the plan with the weeds is to really just let them grow out and do the whole chop and drop. Why am I letting them grow out and suck up all those nutrients? Well, with chop and drop, you do exactly what it is. You chop the weeds down and you drop them right in place. And so long as you don't let seeds develop on all of these weeds, there's no problem, right? Because all of those nutrients are getting recycled back into the soil. And not only are you recycling those nutrients, you're adding biomass. Out here, there's not a whole lot of biomass. Yeah, it's nice and green right now, but just a matter of time before, the cows come through and eat it all down, chop it all down, stomp it all into the earth, and it's not going to be so green anymore. So getting as much biomass into this earth as possible is very, very important. Alright, here I have the compost pile from the toilet. They call it, what do they call it on the internet? Humanure. Right, so I'm not going to get too in-depth with that just because I'm not sure as though that's something people want to see. If it's something you want details on, let me know down in the comments. I could see it going either way with people either wanting to know or not wanting to know. Alright, and give a quick update on the foundation. Take a look at it. I am sure it doesn't look like much. I'm sure it looks like Mr. Nick has been dragging his feet with this. Yeah. No, that's not the case. I've been working on this 6 days a week, provided the weather lets me. Yeah, this is, wow. This is taking a while. I'll be working on this more today. Maybe I'll get another update of what another round of stone looks like after. Progress is happening. Yeah, trust me, it is slow but steady. I'd like to give a little update on this berm that I worked on. I didn't plant it or anything. What I did was, well, mulch it over and fill it in with soil and rock. And if you've been watching, you know the full process, but the plants are starting to take over and grow real well. You can see exactly what's growing in here. A bunch of native plants. It's exactly what I want, you know, because all the native plants here are very, very drought tolerant. So as these plants grow and they take root, they're gonna lock all this soil in, and the soil around these stones is gonna lock the stones in, and then all that water is gonna get locked in. So. Yeah, very, very happy with the progress of this berm. You can see just how much green is growing down in here. Aha. Whole lot of green. So, any questions about the berm? Any comments? Let me know. Let me know. Alright, so I'm done laying stone for the day, and that's going to call it for this video. Next week's video, I'm going to be going over plans for over there. So, if you like the video, give it a like. Be sure to let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. And yeah, that's it for this one.